This bill takes an existing program and it does add on and make some changes.
Okay.
Whereas it will allow for vocational on-the-job training to now partially count towards achieving your GED.
Okay, and that's a deviation from the current program. How does the current program work?
So the current program, and there's no change with this one, is obviously you have to be a Maryland State resident.
Okay.
But it is an academic-based exercise.
Okay.
Whereas you're training, you're getting a study counseling, and then eventually you're taking an exam. This would allow you through a job that you might already have or a job that you're pursuing to be able to take that vocational training and translate that into a GED.
Okay, so they don't have to take the actual GED test anymore?
It's a blend.
It's
a blend of the two. Yep.
And the blend is new. We haven't done it before.
That's correct. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that because this is a change and it's substantive, we had concerns about how are folks that have basically removed themselves from the school system, how are they going to become aware of this opportunity, right? How do you communicate with that audience that's no longer participating? So the suggestion that we came up with is that this change needs to be placed, and you'll see that in the amendment, on the Department of Labor website so that employers will see that, and then if they have an employee that does not have a high school diploma, they can say, hey, here's a pathway, whereas you can continue to work and now you can get your GED.
Okay.
Is that I think there's an assumption that folks are willingly dropping out of high school or detaching themselves from the school system, and that's not accurate. The reality is that in some instances, these young people are having to remove themselves from school because they have to go and make an income to support that family, right? There are instances where folks have to choose between, do me and my peers eat today and I go to school, or do I remove myself because I'm able-bodied and the folks that in my house aren't, and I go and make a living and I provide for those other folks in my home? So this concept that, you know, all these folks are English second language or they're dropping out voluntarily because they just don't want to participate, I think is a misnomer. And this bill allows them a pathway to continue to work, to continue to provide for their family, get the GED, and then matriculate through our professional system. We do know, to the gentlelady's question here, is that folks without a GED and without a diploma statistically make less money. And they continue to make less money for the rest of their lives. So this is just another pathway that they can get this credential and move on to bigger, better things. That's why I'm emphasizing you should put up a green vote. Thank you.